Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the NBC Baseball First Pitch, brought to you by Rawlings. They, of course, provide the official baseball of the Missouri Valley Conference. And once again, I'm joined by the 1994 Valley Pitcher of the Year and our NBC Baseball correspondent, Shane Dennis. Shane, how are you doing?
Doing good. It's finally baseball season.
That's right. And with baseball season being here, we've had some conference games already, but the Valley's non-conference start has been pretty good. As of right now, the Valley sits sixth in the RPI, fourth best winning percentage in all of Division I conferences. So some things looking up in terms of the Valley when you look at the non-conference play.
I think pretty much everybody in the league ought to be proud of themselves the way they started. Regardless of who they've been playing, the best thing for your RPI is to win. And if not for a bad losing streak from Missouri State, all the teams in the Valley would be above 500, and all of them pretty far above 500. A couple of the teams 10 over 500, and they've got to be thrilled with the non-conference and the fact that they've not only piled up some wins, but probably getting a little momentum going into the Valley. There's still a couple of teams yet to play their first Valley series, but Valley ought to feel pretty good about itself in the non-conference.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at the standings, Illinois State, Evansville, Wichita State, Indiana State, Bradley, and Missouri State have all played conference series. Dallas Baptist of Illinois yet to get that first conference series under their belt. But speaking of Southern Illinois, opening up a new stadium at Itchy Jones Stadium down in Carbondale, Illinois. And recently, Ken Hurston picked up his 100th coaching victory down there.
Yeah, congratulations to him for getting 100. And it's not easy considering the shoes that he filled either, with Coach Callahan and obviously Itchy Jones before him, who the new stadium's named after. So the people in Southern Illinois got to feel really good about having a brand new digs to play baseball in. It's kind of like a new lease on life for them, and they parlayed that into a pretty good start. So congratulations to SIU and Ken Henderson.
Yeah. Sticking in the state of Illinois, Bradley, something special going on there. They're off to a 15-5 start overall. Just yesterday, knocked off Iowa 7-0. Former Valley coach Rick Heller, now at Iowa. What do you talk about the Braves? That they've gotten off to a tremendous start for Bradley.
Well, they've got a guy in Elvis Dominguez that knows the Valley, and I think he's paid his dues, and he's the one that's probably breathing a sigh of relief after finally getting off to a good start. And Bradley, the last couple of years, have been picked to finish down in the league, and I felt like they were a little bit snake bit last year with some injuries. You would have figured they would have had huge shoes to fill in Mike Talkman, but Max Murphy's coming back, Greg Partika is back, and they're still hitting and pitching just like they always did. And certainly at the end of the season last year, they were formidable, and they were a tough out in the Missouri Valley Conference tournament. But Elvis has got them going, and that should be a really good series this weekend against Dallas Baptist.
Yeah, I definitely want to make note of sophomore right-hander Elliot Ashbeck. He's now 4-0 in the season. 24 innings of scoreless baseball he's pitched, so congrats to the Braves so far. And finally, Dallas Baptist, the newest league member. They're now 17-7 overall. Many teams know all about them with the scheduling arrangement that the league has had with them, but in the league as a full-fledged member, obviously going to bring a different competitive flair to the conference.
I think everybody's in for a rude awakening when they see all their arms. They can really pitch, and the thing that jumps out at you is their swing and miss ability from their pitching staff. They almost all of them are right at one strikeout per inning, and Dan Hefner does a great job, obviously, with the hitters as well. But that's what stuck out to me, and that's what interests me in that Bradley Dallas Baptist 3-game series this weekend. I'll be interested to see how the Bradley hitters handle Dallas Baptist's arms, but I think that's the thing that separates them maybe from a lot of the teams in the league. They've got one arm right after another that Dan Hefner can run out there and strike you out and get you to swing and miss.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. The NBC Baseball conference season, of course, underway, and we'll see what happens as we go down the stretch into the spring and head to the conference tournament. Shane, thanks so much for your insight. We'll look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you, Derek.
All right, this has been the NBC Baseball First Pitch, brought to you by Rawlings. We'll talk to everybody next time.